Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. I want to tell you guys one of the experiences that happened to me years ago, and one of the pieces of gear that I carry because of that experience. Many years ago, my dad had a stroke on Christmas night, and we had to go back and forth to the hospital in really bad weather in that week between Christmas and New Year. And the one particular, about 4 days after this stroke happened, I was up for probably 36 hours trying to get with the doctors and coordinate care and do all that kind of stuff at the hospital, 50 miles away from where we live. And I was exhausted, and we were coming back. We picked the kids up at the in-laws. They were watching for us, and my wife and I, we were going to drive home. And of course the roads were terrible. Everything was ice, but I was so exhausted I couldn't drive. So my wife said she would drive. Well, we got about 3/4 of the way home, and I came around one of the S curves. The wind hit the side of the van she was driving. Lost control, slid into the ditch upside down. And if you've never been in a rollover car accident, it's extremely disorienting. It was dark outside. Roofs become floors. Sides of vehicles become ceilings. Pitch black outside. And then the ditch that we went into was actually filled full of snow. So it completely engulfed the vehicle. We were upside down in the snow, no lights, dark outsides, 15 degrees. 25-mile-an-hour northwest wind blowing. It was about as bad a situation as a child in the car, so it was about as bad a situation as it could have possibly been. Good Samaritan came along, and he helped us out of that situation, helped us out of that ditch, got us some help, and make a long story short, we survived, and we were none the worse for wear after the fact, but I really learned from that experience. And one of the things that guy had in his vehicle that helped us out was a rope. And if I had to crawl out of that ditch, and my wife would have had to crawl out of that ditch after that with a child, that would have been pretty near impossible. We have a lot of ditches, small rivers, farm drains like this one back here. Most of these guys are along roads. In fact, the road and the bridge is just right over there from where I'm filming this. And I've learned that you always carry something like this in your vehicle, so you can basically help somebody out of the ditch or help yourself out of a ditch if you're in a situation like that, because he didn't have something with him that could have helped us up out of that ditch. We would have had a heck of a time. Probably would have had to wait down there until some type of emergency services came around. Now, this rope here that I'm going to turn the camera around and show you, this is nothing special. And we use this for recreation too. We don't just use this for emergencies or people going in the ditch. We'll use this for hiking real steep areas as well. And this isn't really for rappelling or for dangling off of. This is basically a helping hand is what it is. So anyway, I'm going to turn this around and show you a little bit how I use this. And we're on the little river here. You can see that's I'm going to say that's between, from where I'm standing on this little lip here, that's probably 8 or so feet straight down. And then there's a little bit of a bank. You can hear the road behind me here. And all I got here is I got a piece of woven nylon rope. Woven rope is good and strong for stuff like this. Like I said, you're not going to be dangling off of this. This is basically just a helping hand. And I actually use the carabiners that they use for safety chains on trailers. And both of these things are readily available. You can get woven nylon rope, and you can get these safety chain carabiners pretty much anywhere. Dock line works really well if you have like a lake or something in your area where people do a lot of boating. Dock line, a lot of different dock lines are woven. You want to make sure that you got a good woven line like this, so it's good and strong, and you got some kind of carabiner where you can quickly hook this off to a tree to toss down to somebody. And then all you do is you take your rope, and you can toss it down to whoever's stranded down there, whether it's somebody that's just stranded down there, can't get up, or like I said, if it happens to be like a car accident where somebody can roll down in here. And you can also, use something like this if you're hiking in real steep areas. You can tie one of these off before you go down into the gorge or wherever it is that you're going, and then you can use it to climb back up. And like I said, all this is a helping hand. It just gives you a rope, gives you another point of contact, so you can crawl up things like this and get yourself out of perhaps a bad situation like what we were in. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee. Appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got another idea from my experiences here that you can add to your toolbox. Anyway, you guys have a good one.